3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, hey everybody, g4video5 here, and this is a speedrun between myself and MuddyMaestro.
Hey.
So this is a speedrun in the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and it's going to be a bit of a collect-a-thon, as Muddy and I have 1 hour and 30 minutes to get as many points as we possibly can in each of the 3 games in the trilogy. And the game, after the hour and 30 minutes is over, that has the lowest amount of points represents our final score. So that's what we have going on. I'm sure
wait. The game that has the lowest amount of points represents your final score.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
That is,
otherwise,
I love
there'd be no reason to split it among the 3 games.
Yeah, so this forces us to get as many points in each game, rather than just dedicating our time to one game.
And will the tiebreaker be, potentially, if there's a hypothetically tiebreaker, the most overall points would be the tiebreaker?
Either that or the second, lowest amount of points.
Oh yeah, that's better, yeah. So you go to the second game that has, yeah. That's a old strategy. By the way, yeah, just for the record, this is for the Crassic Speedrunning Championship, currently held by g4video5, his first defense of the title. And his challenger is the one and only MuddyMaestro, the former champion from earlier this year. He lost it.
He's laughing because he knows there's a massive chance that this will be his first and final defense. Because you never know what you're going to get with a MuddyMaestro race. So
this is true.
Yeah, so MuddyMaestro, the longest, held the title for like 500 plus days or something like that. And was looking to win it back. Lost the title to Luke back in February, I think. An
incredible reign filled with many matches.
Big goose egg.
if Muddy wins this, he's defending that title like every single day for like 2 weeks, just so he can get like his defense total up.
Yeah. No, it's
Right, so that's there's an orb for Muddy. Yes, it is.
Ooh, so Muddy's starting in Spyro 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the games chronologically here.
This is PS4 versus Xbox, isn't it? Which is interesting. I wonder if there's any loading screen discrepancies. I mean, I don't care, but it'd be interesting.
Oh, that's a talisman as well. And the winner of this race will go on to defend against the winner of the Crassic League as well. So it's a high stakes match. The other interesting thing about this as well is that Muddy won the vacated title after it was vacated when Eric vacated it, or was forced to vacate it, I should say, back in what year was that? 2018.
That was 2018. It's been 2 years.
Yeah. It's been 2 years. So Eric is the current champion again after 2 years.
Yeah.
Look, very interesting. And then this sort of completes like the cycle, the 3 champion cycle, because we've had Luke versus Muddy, kind of. We've had Eric versus Luke, and now we've got Eric versus Muddy. So yeah, very interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep track of like what's going on. This is very tricky. It's very difficult to keep track of. I'm kind of like keeping track in an Excel spreadsheet. Every time one of them goes into a level, I'll update their like gem count, basically based on like whenever they leave and enter a level. Just so we kind of know, because this is going to go for an hour and a half, so it's gonna be quite hectic. So I want to have like an accurate kind of tally going along, so we kind of know where each competitor is at. So yeah, and we have who do we have here? We've got Brandon Black in commentary, we've got Amelia here, and we have the
hello everyone,
fourth place finisher in Group Omega as well.
Fuck you.
Crystal Fisher here.
4th place, how do you feel about that?
Fuck you. I feel like complete shit. Like my identity as a really, really good speedrunner has just been put into disrepute. Because I know that when you think of me, you think, wow, that guy is so fucking good at Spyro. I was the original, he's good at Spyro now. But Fraser has taken my identity. Oh, of course. When you look up speedruns, you don't see Chris LBC, you see me.
I see a bunch of virgins.
Hey, you improved over last ISGP.
That's true.
You did.
But look.
Oh, and Dessert Monkey's here as well, isn't he? I forgot about
Dessert Monkey is also here. And you know what? this is great though. The Crassic League, if we mentioned that basically this, there will not be a defense immediately after this, whoever wins, but the winner of this match, of course, the title holder, will then go and face the winner of the Crassic League in ISGP2. So basically, what's interesting is that, let's say Muddy, at this point, yes, he's going to round 3. Then he gets eliminated from that, and then he ends up winning the Crassic League. If he is indeed the champion, then he will essentially, get to pick his opponent. If he loses this and then still wins the Crassic League, then he has another match against Eric. So we get another match. Who knows what the hell that would be? So yeah, it's interesting. It's basically, this title has been kept around the same people the whole time. Like, it's been a very much not a moving title. It's sort of, as you said before, kind of static, sort of gone around in a circle basically. And it could potentially,
Eric, and
Luke, exactly. If Luke wins the Crassic League or something like that, right? Like, oh my god, hilarious! I love it.
Oh, hilarious! It is kind of funny, isn't it?
Yes, my sides.
I laughed.
What I might do is, I'm thinking I might just like keep. I might do you. For the points, I might just keep an overall tally, and then at the end, I'll tally up each individual game. So I don't exactly know how many is in each game at the moment.
Fortunately, this version of the game keeps track of skill points. So that helps.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, the only thing on this list that isn't really able to be tracked necessarily is just exit level portals.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Those are the only things that we'll have to actually keep track of.
Yep.
I think currently Muddy is lead because Spyro 2 has a lot of early stuff you can do. Like, it's got a lot of really early stuff you can do that's worth a lot of points. So he's currently in the lead by about 500 points or so, but I need to update Eric's overall point total. Because I haven't updated how many gems
he has. 6 dragons, 2 eggs, 400 gems. Last I checked.
Well, technically, we're still tied because the score is calculated by the lowest game. So our lowest game still 0.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be interesting because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to tell each person how much the other one got in the particular game, because I think that gives too much of a advantage.
Yes.
So I'm not going to say how many points each person got in each game. I think that's
21. Pretty much get the lowest number possible.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Just to confirm, Eric has exited through 2 return home portals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. It's quite frantic trying to keep track of.
Yeah, because you're doing both. Yeah, it's pretty
I'm doing
crazy.
both. I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of work here to make sure
at the same
it's
time.
a challenging task.
It's pretty challenging. I mean, it's not too bad because I only have to update it every now and then. So, who's adding me? Amelia Kukul is adding.
You go like, hey, you keep track of things.
I have to say though, this is probably my favorite run I've ever had to prepare for. I love the objective that Muddy came up with.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun preparing for this one too.
You're not doing skill points in Spyro 1, are you?
Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spyro 2 is the only one that has skill points as a point.
Which is interesting because that's just interesting. Very interesting. I wonder how that would have affected things if you did skill points in Spyro 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wonder.
No, Amelia has her internet's gone to shit, so she can't keep track of.
Yeah, I'm having mild technical.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I'm keeping track of both of them in a rough approximation. So, I mean, whoever has to edit this, which I deeply,
so I'm using my hot.
feel sorry for. I feel deeply sorry for whoever's editing this. But you'll have to do the.
Believe it or not, there was actually a fight almost as to who was going to edit it because they both want to edit it.
Yeah.
It was really intense.
I'm gonna edit. No, I'm gonna edit it.
Oh.
So now they're both going to edit it. It's super cute.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think it's really interesting because like the games that require you to pay money bags, you can rack up a shit ton of points like super quickly because they're doing like a 1.5 like multiplier on money bags for like money bags payments.
Yeah,
so like if you
definitely pay for money bags. Muddy, I just noticed.
So it's my understanding that, let's say for example, you made a money bags payment of 200 gems. You lose that 200 gems from your points, but you gain the multiplier for that amount of gems. So you lose 200,
so you would gain
but you gain
300.
300. Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's right, isn't it? So
yeah.
So you go back. So like after you pay money bags, your gem counter is reset to. So it's gems on hand more than it is gems collected throughout the game, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think otherwise, if you weren't doing that, you would have like it would be completely blown out.
Yeah, it would be way overpowered. Yeah.
But I mean, a money bags payment's good because you're basically taking whatever gems you had on hand and multiplying them by 1.5 anyway, so it's quite good.
Never lived it anyway.
Anyway, I never really loved it. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's good. I'm very keen to see how this plays out. You still have, by the way, only 12 minutes have passed so far. Just for the record. So, we've got a long way to go, folks. I might get
Strap in fault.
I might get repetitive straining.
Did he say strap in or strap on?
It's funny because
Not
an hour
only
and
do
a
we
half
have
real
long to go, but we've got
sounds like such
2
a long
more
time.
games to go through.
This is true.
An hour and a half sounds like such a long time, but for 3 games, then it just feels really not very long. It's funny.
You're probably gonna
because,
do like half an hour per game, I would imagine.
Yeah, like
More or
half
less,
an hour
yeah.
is like probably the average you want to do, just to split it evenly. And like half an hour is just kind of the cusp of where you start getting into a lot of the juicy stuff in these games.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
the point.
really tempting to go too long in one of these games and have your average be unbalanced.
Yep.
So that's
I hate this guy.
Because basically the deeper you get into the games, the more quickly you're gaining points.
Yeah. But then it takes away from the other time that you have for the other games.
Yeah, so you really gotta balance the two out.
If you got enough points, I suppose, like if you were happy with your points in maybe one game, you could potentially go back to another game and get extra things, couldn't you?
Yeah, if you had enough time for that, for sure.
So by my
with a lower
calculation,
point.
Inherent risk.
Yeah.
this is interesting. By my calculations, you guys are within like 18 points of each other.
Dude, that's awesome. Wow.
Remember when you said you weren't going to give the totals?
Either that or the exact points.
Yeah, well, I said I wouldn't tell them how many they had. I haven't said how many they have.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that keeps them on their toes. You know, that's good. That's what
We love a loophole.
we exist to stress out our competitors here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
literally
you might
sweating
wanna
right now.
mute me. You might want to mute me if I get
I'm
too
sitting in
stressful.
ball soup. Oh,
I've been known to stress people out in speedruns, so.
yeah. You sick
Stressing.
I'm really hoping I win the
Stress
Crassic
me
League.
out in
I've been desperate for a shot at this title since inception. As you know, I've been
I
desperate
mean,
for it.
for you and I, like, and obviously, like, you know, our speedrun, yeah, shit happened. But I feel like you and I are, like, very much equipped for Crassic style stuff. Like, because I don't think, I think that your performance in that run as well, like, it proves, and I'm not saying this is like an insult, but I don't think you can ever win a Spyro tournament, and I don't think I can
Oh,
either.
no,
You
I
have more
don't
chance
have a
than me.
chance.
You definitely have more chance than me, but I still don't think that either of us could ever win. Whereas, like with a Crassic sort of style thing, I think that it's more up in the air, which I like, because you know obviously before Wally didn't join this one. You know, he won literally every tournament we've ever done, right? So it's like, you know, there's a particular skill level, set of skills. You know,
It's quite a particular skill.
Yeah. But yeah, good on him.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think I mean the way that we're going to conduct this grand final series though is going to be interesting because again it's like not a one and done scenario like we've done in the past.
Yeah.
Would it be controversial to ask the runners what they think of Reignited Trilogy? Is that going to get us in trouble?
It might.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
sure you'll find out during this run.
What do you lads think of Reignited Trilogy?
I don't know if I should share my thoughts.
Mixed feelings.
Yeah, mixed feelings is a really good way of putting it, because it's kind of like it's a disappointment because there's like such high expectations because the original Spyro games were like really great. And I'd say that this is a good game, but it's not a great Spyro game.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
That's a nice
you
way
say
of
it's a
putting
good
it.
game, but not a great Spyro game, even though it literally is a Spyro game that is a direct remake of the exact games with the exact same levels, the exact same blah blah blah. So why do you consider it not good by Spyro standards? Like what's the main reason there?
So I would say design choices within levels and also controls tend to be a bit less precise than you would hope from a modern game. And I'm kind of messing up here. See, the game's hearing me talking crap, so it's literally kicking my ass right now.
Shit, get hit.
See, this is why I was afraid to say anything.
It's that new guy added. It knows.
I agree with Eric on that one. I think in an attempt to make it more modern, they actually stripped away some of the charm that the original had in its jaggedness and simplicity, I think.
Yeah.
And I get that it's hard for them because like they can't make it look exactly like the previous ones did because obviously flat textures, lack of shading and stuff
totally.
like it's hard to translate PS1 charm to modern games.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I think,
But
like,
okay.
yeah. Oh, no, I was gonna say, what did it better? Did Insane Trilogy do it better, or did, you know, like, Reignited?
I think
I would
Insane
say
did.
Insane. Yeah, I agree with Muddy.
Yeah, I think Insane too. I think I had more fun with the Insane Trilogy than I did with the Reignited Trilogy.
See, the thing is though, Reignited went for more of a established, like tried to kind of do their own thing a little bit more. Then they had the limited time, whereas Insane Trilogy made the choice from the beginning to pretty much completely emulate the original games, basically take almost no artistic liberties at all, and focus the new features on adding relics to all three games, adding Coco as a playable character. And because it's a more linear game, it's a lot easier to implement those changes. And they only have to create a level design within a particular structure of the level. Whereas Spyro has to create, vivid backgrounds, 3D planes that can be viewed at all kinds of angles. So it takes so much more work. So I think it's a cop-out to instantly give the edge to Reignited, to Insane Trilogy, because the fact is that Reignited would have taken a lot more. So that's why I'm like harsh on Reignited, but I'm not like I don't find it irredeemable, because I think they did a great job.
I can still have fun with it. I just feel like
exactly.
some of the choices in terms of, especially Spyro's movement. I mean, I'm watching this, and it's like, oh my god, it looks so janky and awkward. I mean, like, how the PS1 had better physics and movement is insane to me.
Yeah, the fact that
And you could say it's because I'm more familiar with the original.
No, but you can't do a charge jump. You can't effectively charge jump, where like you charge and then jump,
it's like
and that is just absolutely abysmal. Like, because that is such a huge part of like not just
you could not even do
speedrunning,
the
but literally
Princess
playing the
Peach
game.
challenge right here. Like how?
No.
I think this is favorite thing.
It's kind of like a janky version. See how he has to kind of reposition basically to like get out of
Yeah,
that
that's
jump.
the thing.
Yeah,
I tell you
it's
what,
just
I
a
had
disgrace.
when I first played it, I failed the town square glide to the egg thief approximately 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
Wouldn't be surprised if one of us fails that glide in our run.
So, if you want to talk about like getting a complete
20 minutes is
making a game into very good,
Ooh,
like a
thank you.
masterpiece. If indeed, now that we have Vicarious Visions with Tony Hawk, we have Toys for Bob doing Crash, which looks really good. The only real, I guess, thing at this point would be to say that Beanox are probably working on Spyro, right? So
Yeah, we can assume.
they are the best, I reckon, of any of them of getting engines exactly like the original. So I could honestly see them absolutely mastering Spyro's controls, like building off what they've got here, which is a solid foundation, but these little details that are missed. You look at Crash Team Racing; they got basically every detail right, and in fact, I would argue they actually made it better.
Fucking love Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
By the way, what is going on with the loading times in this game? Holy shit!
Yeah, they're pretty
I know, right?
Yeah,
That was like I was
really
watching
good.
that, like how the
lot of
I thought your game froze or something. I'm like, holy shit, how long is this loading for?
Yeah, no,
It's
PC is
pretty
really
lengthy.
good.
I do
I'm
like
trying
the
to figure out exactly why it's like that. Like everything's so smooth. Like I don't know. Is it me or just not really a lot of texture? It's more just geometry.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
they've just crammed a lot in the background. They've made like this dungeon. They've made it like all toxic and sewagery and all that stuff. Which I like this. This looks nice. I prefer the way this looks actually than the original. Which is you can
I hate
believe it or
this,
not
but
you
I
can,
love this.
no you can prefer things between games.
Yeah, you can.
That's right,
yeah.
definitely.
We're just massaging your balls there,
Yeah. Like this particular level that a particular player is in looks very nice with these guys in their hats.
That's funny you mention that, because I do get a kick out of those hats. Assuming
I
you're
love
talking
those
about my game. Yeah.
I am talking about your game, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the dragon statues were wearing like ear mufflers for a second. That looked like they were wearing.
That would be pretty cool.
They should have done that. Holy shit! That would have been awesome if they did that.
Yeah,
If they like.
Yeah, they're
That
probably
will
not
be
used
a
to this environment.
See, they should have hired Angus.
I know.
Yeah, because they've made all these dragons have such big personalities, but the outside all looks the same. Like, I reckon they should have made, like, the frozen shell of them, like, a little bit more, like, individual.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they just ran out of time.
Yeah.
They just ran out of time.
They had
That's the
a
worst
year
thing.
to make all 3 games.
It-
Like, I mean,
it's just such. It's like, how do they let history repeat themselves with Spyro? Like, we all know the consequences of rushing a game, and then they did the exact same thing. Like, it just blows my mind that they thought they are so lucky they got away with it. Put it that way. They are so lucky that Reignited was a success and was critically successful, and a lot of the hardcore people, a lot of the sort of casual to mid players, like, they don't care. Like, it's only us that kind of like really go in depth.
Yeah.
Because fuck, it could have been a complete disaster. And then, especially if the game came out, remember when it got delayed, that was only because it was going to be literally unplayable at launch due to code errors and sizing. And then even then, there's still, for a year, were like plaguing save issues, that like actually broke your game. And to this day, there still are game-breaking physics.
I reckon it would have been like a totally different outcome if the first games, like the original 1, 2, and 3, if they weren't like able to be played. Like if we didn't have emulators and we didn't have ROMs or we didn't have anything like that, and this was your childhood and then you got given this game, you'd probably be super mad. But I think the fact that you can be like, I've got it, it's nice, but I can go back and play the originals that I know I love, I think that's definitely a saving grace for them as well.
Well, and that's why
That's a good point.
ISGP has
Definitely.
always been like the original games, is because like mandating a complete Reignited Trilogy tournament would be you'd have a whole lot of issues with like cross platforms and like load times and racing against like console versus PC and all that kind of stuff, which is something I quite personally have no interest in getting involved in. And the other thing too, is, like the speedruns I find would be more cumbersome in that game. They're like
You have
because
to,
we don't
you
have the
have
same ability to add in all these save states and all these like.
I would say it'd have to be PC version. Like for me personally, it'd have to be PC version, and it would have to, and you'd have to have an SSD on your drive because then that way you can actually have like tolerable loading screens and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually.
And you can kind of like, and you can add cool mods and stuff like that. You could like in terms of like the runs, you can kind of make them a bit more interesting. Like you could be, you could, like for example, you could have a run where you're able to have the character swapper. So then if you really need to get to a secret area, you can just get Sergeant Bird out, use that, and then, fuck around in Spyro 2 and like skip around. Like, there's a lot of cool things you can do with Reignited, but I reckon that like in terms of our community, I think we're still realistically a few years off of like ever actually doing like a full tournament with it. But I think doing exhibition runs for it and just, fun runs like this, I think they're great. I think it's great to basically have them like basically kind of littered in, among the classic games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, when you guys told me you were doing a Reignited Trilogy speedrun for the Crassic thing, I'm like, holy shit, yes. This is amazing.
Exactly. It's great. I think that, having
it's a novelty to me, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Having 144 Reignited runs is a bit like, oh, okay, shit, It's not, because it's just not as good to speedrun, in my opinion. However, having a bunch of them and having them littered around every now and then, definitely I'd love to see more of them. I think that's great. Because then our audience as well, we slowly learn the intricacies of Reignited speedrunning, which is a totally different game from a speedrun perspective. So I'm all down to learn more about Reignited speedrunning and stuff.
Maybe I'm really good at Reignited Trilogy.
Hey Eric, what would you rate Shemp's butt out of 5?
Awful, because I don't want to see that swamp ass hanging out. You see that? It's disgusting.
I thought you were the arse man.
Now, when it comes to the Norks and the homeworld, that's a different story here. But I just feel like Shemp doesn't wipe. It's disgusting.
No.
Shemp is named after Shemp Howard from the
who?
What do you call it? Who are they? The Goonies? No, the what? What were they? The three guys.
The Three Stooges. Yeah.
Three
Adam said it.
The three guys. Those three guys.
Those three shills. I mean,
Three Musketeers.
Yeah, the Three Musketeers. You never heard of the Three Musketeers?
God, imagine the smell.
No.
You're on 28 minutes, by the way. You have approximately 2 minutes before the half hour has elapsed. Just by the by.
So I'm almost done with Spyro 1. Just to
don't know what you want to do with that.
Yeah.
Wait, how are you? Oh yeah, I had a brain fart. I'm like, how the hell are you going to Magic Office was less than 2,000 gems? What? And then I'm like, oh wait.
What's going on in the background there?
Someone's dusting something.
Yes,
Is Brandon Black? Is Brandon Black standing his desk?
No, I am currently
somebody
as
using the
stationary as
set
possible.
bathroom.
Someone using
I don't know. Every time the noise goes off, Muddy's green circle lights up, so I think it's coming from Muddy.
It's snow on the outside. Someone's
Good
scraping
job,
snow off the car.
Scooby-Doo.
Snow on the bluff.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is.
Huh?
Track.
Oh, sorry.
by what's it called? What's that? Flatbush Zombies group. What's it called? The Bluff. What is it? Came out last year. Like just Snow on the Bluff. It's the song. And it also J. Cole came out with on earlier.
The thing down in Victor Harbor.
What?
The Bluff.
Oh. Okay.
What's he trying to say?
I don't know. Is it English?
It's English.
Oh, Snow in the Stadium. Wrong. Okay. But also Snow on the Bluff is a 2012 film, I believe. Called The Bluff. And it was about basically it was like a pretty famous one. It was like about this a story of Atlanta robbery boy and crack dealer Curtis Snow who stole a camera from some college kids in a dope deal and made a documentary about his life. So,
hey, just quickly, Muddy, did you in this level you're in right now, did you pay that instance of Moneybags? Because I didn't watch if you did it or not.
I paid a 1 instance of Moneybags.
In that area? Yeah, okay, I thought so.
Yes.
And 30 minutes.
I wasn't watching.
This went to you.
Stop playing.
I wasn't watching, sorry. I'm sorry. I was watching the other screen and I wasn't keeping track. Okay, thank you. I got that now. Thank you.
Well done.
Erica, you got...
Spyro, welcome to Glimmer.
Okay, so you're done with that game.
Yeah.
So you're in the other game now.
So I'm just clarifying.
59 minutes left.
On the screen, you are playing Spyro 2.
Yeah.
Still.
No, he was doing Spyro 1 just before you.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, you just loaded it up. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so I think
So-
yeah. I'm assuming my calculations are correct. We can double check it after, obviously, but I'm 99% sure my calculations are correct. Although if they're incorrect, they're only off by 50 points. So.
I'm just
Really?
surprised that it was
The main thing to
quicker
keep track
for
of is
you
like
to...
money back payments.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
quicker
that-
for you to change games than it was for you to go in between levels.
Right? It takes
I know,
like 10
right?
seconds.
What's with that? That's crazy.
We watched him fly for ages, but nah, Spyro 2.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, that's very quick. Okay, you both got very respectable scores in your games. I will say, I was very impressed with that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just moving on to Spyro 3 now.
This game is very, very, very even. This one is gonna be. This one's gonna come down to the maths at the end, I think.
Quick math.
Quick math.
2 plus 2.
I am very intrigued by Muddy's Spyro 2 route, because I feel like there's a lot of different things you could potentially do.
I have to say, when I was watching it, everything he did made
Muddy.
a lot of sense to me. The other thing too, I will say you are both within the same, like, 1,000 range.
Okay.
What that means, you know, you don't know, but you're in the same, like, chunk of 1,000.
Okay. Well, okay, maybe I don't know then. I was gonna say that maybe like the first number in the 1,000 column is the same.
The other thing too, well, actually, if my
But you don't
maths
have
is
to say
correct,
that.
you're within 3 points of each other.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Unless I've like stuffed up something.
The spreadsheet wouldn't lie.
It's a possibility.
But you're both in 2 games now, so that, I mean. You're both in different games now. I mean, that's not including the current gem counts because you have the gem. I'm not keeping track. You imagine if I like every time you went up in a gem, I would like add a gem to the thing.
You got one of those
I-
handheld clickers.
I got like, you know, the streamer pedal. I've got one of those things where it's like I've got a pedal attached to like. Okay.
Watching this
Yeah,
speedrun kind of reminds me of how I used to play these games as a kid, because my attention span had run out so quick that I'd get like 30 minutes into the first game and then just move on to the next one.
That's true.
That's a good point, actually. I mean, as a kid, I remember like if you gave me Spyro 1 for 30 minutes, I think I would barely get up to Peacekeepers.
Yeah, I would probably have given up at Toasty or something.
I don't know how that happened. I remember one whole afternoon I spent playing Spyro 1 once, and I only got up to Peacekeepers.
Loser.
Loser? What'd you call me, a loser?
No, you misheard.
You called me a loser.
Angus, I would not do that. You know what? You have a job and a girlfriend of your own and an apartment of your own now.
I have all those things. Yeah, still I'm a loser. It's a shame.
Punished Angus.
Punished Angus. Oh, I'm actually upset that picture didn't make it into the you know, the highlights video.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, that
What one
such
was
a
that
good
again?
video.
You know, the highlights video.
Highlights video upvotes, please.
Remember the highlights video that happened? That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Ooh, I hate the Yeti redesign. He sucks.
Only a psycho wouldn't. Psycho visions to suicidal tendencies.
Guys,
That sound like a southerner. Suicidal.
can I get ISGP cancelled?
Jeez, Hunter. Slow down.
The that Yeti redesign makes me want to kill myself.
See, this is an
Yeah,
example,
derpy.
right? This is an example. This cavern, right, is completely devoid of character now. Like, that in Spyro 3, right? It's
Yes,
just basically
dark.
cobblestone on cobblestone. See, that's an example, right?
Oh.
In 3 original, there was like all this amazing, really cool shit, you know, with the cavern, like the lighting, and there was like these weird multicolored like pebbles and stuff. And it's just that kind of nuance that's gone. And the thing is that we all know Toys for Bob are capable of doing that, but they barely developed 3. In fact, pretty much didn't touch it. And the other thing is that if you look at well, basically another couple of teams worked on it within Activision, and when it comes to Crash 4, if you look at some of the level design and the brief stuff we've seen of that, there is so much detail going on around these levels that you've never seen with a Crash game ever. So Toys for Bob are capable of doing it. That's the
There
other
is
thing.
detail, I guess, in some places. Like that spring portal looks infinitely better than it used to.
Oh, definitely.
Except
And
the
in fact,
professor
is a
in number
great
2
example.
cursed image.
What's the cursed
Was
image?
it?
Professor in Spyro 2 is an absolute cursed
sucks.
image.
He sucks. I hate him.
Well, I don't want to know what he does on the weekend.
Hate the professor.
Ah, man. All right.
I'm not gonna hate the guy.
Forget
for
how
that.
confusing like Colossus' low sign is. Like, you see that ramp over there? You can't go there. You can see, but you can't
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah, I
See
know,
the
right?
balloon?
That
Also don't go
confused
there
the
either.
hell out of me. It looks like a secret area or something where you can supercharge or some shit.
Yeah, that balloon as well. You can't go there either.
And just look at it.
You can
I remember people were
appreciate how
thinking like, I remember people were thinking like, "There's fast travel." Hmm? No, it's just there.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
the
close to the
rumor.
play area.
Yeah.
You think it would be accessible, but it's not.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
oh god, the professor just
Man, look at
scares
that.
me.
Yeah.
Cursed image.
It's cursed, yeah, you're right.
It's cursed. It's Kurt.
I hated it.
I hate it.
I tried it and I didn't like it.
I stated it. I
I don't like
hated it.
it.
I dated it.
That's what my dad used to tell us as kids. He's like, if you ever don't say I hate it, say I tried it and I didn't like it.
That's definitely not going to make your children resent you.
Me? My children
No,
aren't
not
innocent.
you. Not you. Not you.
What?
No, I'm making a Fowler reference.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't resent my father. What are you talking about? Why would he resent my father? What did my father ever do?
No reason.
My dad sent me like a message. He's like, oh, because my grandfather's like a huge James Bond fan, and like every James Bond movie that's come out since 2002, I've seen with him in the cinema for some reason.
Yeah.
My dad's like, oh, Angus, come up in November. This might be the last time you ever see a James Bond movie in the cinema
Yeah.
with your grandfather. Like, it's like, you know, as if he's like on the precipice of death or something. It's like, okay.
So morbid.
Yeah.
That's my fault they put out a James Bond movie once every like 7 years.
I was gonna say, it's not your fault that it got delayed. You might have actually been. Wasn't it originally going to be out when you were up there though?
It was meant to be out in November last year. Yeah, but then it was
moved
pushed to February. And
Yeah.
then it was going to be, then it was
So
going to be November.
conceivably, you could have seen it when you were going to go up in like late March, right?
Yeah, I think it was going
Technically,
to
It
April,
would have
right?
still
Easter
been
was
in.
going
It
up.
still would have been. It would have been in theaters. It would have definitely had
Yeah.
more than like an 8-week run time. So.
Oh, yeah. Which is a shame. Which is interesting because people reckon that movie is going to be a remake of Dr. No, which is a old film from back in the day.
When you were younger.
Dr. No. I never saw Doctor No. I mean, it was from the 60s. What are you talking about? How old do you think I am?
Old enough.
I'm not that old. I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Also, I probably shouldn't have engaged with that because I missed some gems that I normally get.
Yeah, stop engaging, nerd.
Ooh.
Oh.
I call him a nerd geek.
Fuck off, bitch.
Ooh,
I like that.
I'm gonna get demonetized.
Was that part in like in the roundup where I called Hanley, I called her a geek or something? You're like, she's a Spyro nerd, and I'm like, no, she's a Spyro geek. And you're like, that's offensive.
That's right. Geek is offensive. Nerd is endearing. Now,
Is it?
thank you for coming.
Unless you're a sweaty nerd, then that's
What's
not
the
endearing.
difference?
Yeah, there's
I think there's a
sweaty
big
nerd.
difference.
You don't say sweaty geek, you say sweaty nerd.
Yeah, but if it's the sweat implies a negative connotation. Just nerd by itself is fine.
You don't say sweaty geek though. I'm saying like it's like, you know, the two words go together.
Say sweaty
I thought
geek,
that-
you just say angry.
Say Angus or what? Is that what you said?
Say Angus.
Hold on.
Angus.
It's like
Say
that
Angus.
now.
Say Angus right now. Angus. Yeah, by the way, I thought Muddy was going to go to the Sparks level, but he didn't. I was very, very upset about that.
Maybe I could come back to it.
Why would you go there? There's nothing to do there, is there?
That's why it's a maybe.
Maybe he'll go back there, guys, if we're lucky.
And the fine print, there's a little thing, 1,000 points for completing a Sparks level.
No one ever does Sparks levels. I want to see like a game, like a speedrun that's entirely Sparks levels.
Disgusting.
Oh.
All you
I
do is
saw
play
a
Sparks.
speedrun that had Sparks levels in it, but I can't for the life of me remember what run it was.
Yeah, it was Luke versus Game City.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That surprised me too. I had two. He had two. I was like, wow. Blew my
Wow,
mind.
Eric's going crazy on his gems. Holy shit!
Good gemage.
Shit.
That boy's got a lot of gems. Holy shit!
I think he's gonna cash him in at some point.
Possibly. Nah, you don't.
Where
get,
does Spyro hold the gems? Does he have a little pocket?
In his orifice.
Oh no!
Oh, did you like how they put that little water there where you do the hunter like training thing? Like it's like
No.
it's water. It's so pointless. Like it's we didn't need it, but it's there.
Yeah, I don't mind it though. It's kind of cool particles and stuff.
That's what this game does. It's like it's like particles to the max.
shiny.
Everything's particles.
Well, do you know one of the reason why what's the game? Enter the Dragonflight was such a buggy like mess was because early on they basically tried to have like they have all these really like CPU intensive particles that like slow the game down significantly. Basically they didn't optimize anything properly, and then when they lost the game, when like they lost all their development, you know, they like still added all these particles back in. So basically they tried to be like too powerful. If you actually isolate some of these particles, they're actually very nice, but it's just too much basically, and they
Well, I'm
because they
watching,
didn't
like-
optimize the game. Yeah.
I'm watching like Muddy jumping around here. Like every time he jumps, like little sparks come out of his feet. Like what
Yeah,
the
look
fuck?
at that. It's crazy.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice. I like it.
It's funny watching
it
his
is
like
very
legs
sparkly.
like fly to the
is-
side. Like they don't like fly downwards. Like they fly out.
It's a bit smoke and mirrory too, I think, like to kind of cover up some of the like other like I feel like it's a bit extra basically.
Yeah.
But,
Right. I forgot.
Well, it's like modern games have particle effects everywhere, right, guys? Right?
well, and that's where like the future of gaming is headed. Where as people think that, you know, we've maxed out our consoles or PCs or whatever, you know, PS5, it's like the techniques like ray tracing, which is like extremely realistic lighting, and loading screens that are going to be like the future of games. It's not going to be, you're not going to get much better graphically than what we've got now, like, because otherwise you're literally creating real life, which would be pretty boring actually. Like, you want to still have like stylized visuals,
No, I do, and I do think the Reignited trilogy is very like fantastical. You know, it looks very stylized. Very,
Yeah, definitely.
But it's
does
taking
some of
some
it really
weird
well.
things away. Like I'm watching like the guys from the Tiki Lodge, whatever they're called, and they look like normal dudes with like rock heads or something. They don't look like as stylistic as they did back in the other game.
No, because they
In
just
45
didn't have the
minutes,
time.
which is 15 minutes of the second game that you've been playing.
Ooh,
Yes.
alright.
So you have half the run is over.
Yep.
We're halfway
It's
there.
kind of ironic because they reused so many assets in the original Spyro games, but yet,
Well, what do you mean by that? Because I want to correct you here. What do you mean by that? What reuse?
like, a lot of the character models, they kind of just, reskinned, kind of.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, like obviously, especially in Spyro 3. However, the reason why I sort of went, wait a minute, was because I got into an argument with a guy on Reddit recently.
What? Hold on. Every Crystal Fish statement. I got into an argument with a guy on Reddit.
Yeah, that is a daily occurrence, but this particular one was a guy that was like basically like, you know, Reignited is so much better than the originals, like the textures and all that kind of stuff, graphics, you know, and I said, you know, I like as opposed to like the repetitive textures in, you know, Spyro 1 to 3, and so I just sort of flexed on him like a bit of a douche, and basically I'm like, I have looked at every single texture in the original Spyro, you know, series repeatedly over and over again. I've looked at all the files, right? I know every single texture in the game. They barely repeat anything. They barely repeat anything. Like some of the only things they do is some stones are like shared between Spyro 2 and 3, and like Spyro 2 Homeworld. There's a couple like repetitive, but that's a motif. That's a particular vibe that they're going for. Almost every single texture is new, depending on the level. Even with the grass, there are like 20 different types of grass textures, right? So it's like total bullshit to basically think that just because it's on PS1 and you're too much of an idiot to see the difference in some of these textures, that you think that they're all the exact same.
Wait,
I can guarantee there's more variation in the original.
You just called Muddy an idiot, did you?
No, what?
I thought you said just because you're too much of an idiot. I'm like, what?
No, not Mud. No, of course.
Yeah, the Reddit fellow.
Oh, the
Reddit
Reddit fellow.
He is an
Okay,
idiot.
gotcha.
Secretly, it's Muddy's alternative account on Reddit, and you
Yeah, it's like
actually
I've
did call
accidentally been
him.
following
Oh, that was
Muddy this whole
clutch.
time.
That was fucking good. Sorry.
This is
Someone
actually
just
quite
did
a
something.
good watch, though. It's a good watch.
Enjoying this watch.
I'm actually putting a site live literally while I'm doing this. This is
down for 3.
a nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, why is he doing that for? Oh, that's
Just guys.
I just wanted to
Breathing
refresh
in,
my sparks.
This is very good. This is very close still.
Yeah, it is.
Exciting.
The question is which one of us is going to overcommit to a game. And
Yeah. So far, I don't think either of you have actually, which is quite good to see.
I think I might have spent a minute too long in Spyro 2. Let's see.
Yeah, you were in Spyro 2 a bit longer than Eric was in Spyro 1, I think.
Yeah.
I will say that.
You will
I
say.
don't think that's not giving anything away, is it?
Nah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler: someone was in a game slightly longer than someone else. I just think
they need to clarify.
everyone's become hyper conscious of like so-called coaching now. It's like,
Yeah, it's definitely gone out of whack for me personally. It's jumped the shark for me, but
just quickly, did you Muddy, you went through the return home portal in that last level you were in, didn't you?
That is correct.
Yeah, okay, cool. I didn't catch that because I was watching the other screen. Sorry. So you've done.
by the way,
yeah.
just to clarify as well, our community rees are not mocking anyone with autism or Asperger's syndrome, by the way, because I just saw that some people, apparently that is actually a thing that is like meant to mock like them, but it's absolutely not. Just to clarify.
Well, the only reason I do it is
one-
because Ratchet 5 does it and he makes it hilarious. So.
yeah.
He kind of does it almost jokingly.
Well, okay, if you watch him though, he almost, like, whenever he does a speedrun, he almost plays a character of someone who is completely insane. is what I would say.
Yeah.
Like,
He does have a
if you watch,
speedrun persona.
watch the ISGP like round 1 highlights, and he is like a complete unhinged madman in all of his videos.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious he gets worked up on occasion.
On every occasion.
On occasion.
On all occasions he gets worked up. Particularly in his race with you, Adam, where he was doing the spooky swamp thing.
I don't think there was a shred of.
Oh no, that was all like what 100%.
He probably did like an inch toward the left on the bridge. It would be fine.
Headbutts the portal and he's like, "Fuck you, Sarides." The wrong information.
That was a great troll, though. That was a really good troll.
I mean, it's what got him through
got
it
him.
eventually. Once he did it 20 other times.
He just eventually just relentlessly kept head bashing until it worked.
Man, those guys. What do you think of those guys in Sunny Beach, by the way?
They're
Eric?
awful.
What do you know, the truth thing.
I like the. What is this? Do you see this?
What's going on? What is happening on your video? What the fuck?
What is this?
What was that?
See, the game knows when we're gonna say something bad about it. See this? It's impeding my progress. But see, that's a level where I don't like most of the designs in it. The head turtles, especially.
I don't know, they just look like generic old people.
Yeah, they do. It's like
Oh my
there's not a
God,
whole lot of charm with
wait.
that.
Both Spyros are flying, but in opposite directions on the screen.
Ooh,
That was cool.
Fancy.
that'll be a nice montage.
What, just loading screens?
Yeah, but they're
Or
both
two highlights.
flying towards each other.
Oh, now you have to arrange it that way for the video, so it makes sense.
One thing I do like control-wise is that in this game, like, Spyro can really stop on a dime. Like, you could just tap the charge button, so he just charges forward just a little bit, so you can quickly hit things on ledges.
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
You do get a little bit more control. I think they overcompensated a bit with the so-called like control in this game of touch though. Like they made that maybe too responsive. Is that maybe the correct?
Yeah, like the 360 direction is better. Yeah, obviously. However,
and hover, they
could-
completely nerfed hover as well. They completely changed the timing mechanism for getting hover correct.
He's correct.
I hate sometimes like,
Especially
even
in
when you
60
go to
FPS.
hover, it'll just like flop you for whatever reason.
That's
It's
right.
not
Yeah.
It's horrible. That is horrible. That's what makes it basically unplayable to me. Like that's why I just have never finished the LP because I just hate it.
Also, they gave Sheila too much sex appeal.
Yeah. What is that waste line?
I'm not sure about the waist. Like, practically none.
Andrew, I just found your Reddit, and you are quite a passionate man.
Please put in
Yes.
screenshots of Crystal Fisher's Reddit.
And you know what? I only wait for people to attack me before I attack them now. So once they attack me, it's fair game, basically.
Oh,
Only
hey, Muddy.
with fire to find.
Out of context, Crystal Fissure comments. Unfortunate sub name, but apes are the best. Angry Cheetah is fucking
It's
fantastic.
r/ape. R/ape, right?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna add that
It's like
part
a-
because it's better.
That's why it's out of context, Andrew. Jesus.
Here's my
Loves
favorite.
you.
Here's my favorite.
Can I just ask Muddy a question?
You.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, hey, is that comment being deleted? The guy I responded to, he tried to fucking get me and I got him.
About Sammy.
Shout out to you, Pax
Yeah,
Romana, you literal WWE shield.
Oh, no.
prick. I
No,
hate
it's
hell.
still up, dude.
Oh, it's still up.
No, it got removed by the moderator.
Fuck yeah, I won. That's right. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Just quickly,
speed run.
hey Muddy, did you do the skill point in Ocean Speedway?
No.
No, okay, I didn't think so. Just had to check.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
I just-
count for anything in this game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, in Ocean Speedway.
Yeah.
In Spyro 2,
Yes.
you're doing skill points.
Yeah, skill points
Think
count
about
in
cheap
Spyro
work.
2.
Yeah, they do for Spyro 2.
Yeah. But you didn't do the Ocean Speedway skill points Spyro 2, did you?
No.
No, that's okay. I'm just double checking. I miscalculated.
Well, guess who
I
did?
was getting a little nervous there. I was like, you mean I tried like really hard on that for no reason?
No. I just
Sweating
forgot.
bullets.
Like, I'm having a very tricky time keeping track of both of you at the same time.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's the way we like it.
By the way, isn't Buzz a beautiful creature in Spyro 3?
No.
I want to pop him like a zit.
They made him cuter in Spyro 3 somehow.
Like he
was
looks
so-
more like
he
a
was-
plush doll now.
Yeah, he was soulless and hideous in the first game, and now he's like a little adorable thing. Oh,
Oh.
It's Angus's ringtone.
it's a potential fraud. I'm getting called by.
Working.
No, it's a spam caller.
Oh, I love that. Put it on loudspeaker.
I don't feel like answering. Not mid-speaker.
Lame.
Is it gonna ring out? There we go. It
I
rang
mean,
out.
like one.
Please enjoy
you meant,
my.
you meant
my
that
ring.
type of ring out. I thought you meant like Buzz just rolling out of the ring on his own.
Ring down. that's good. I like that. He ringed out. No, but they didn't leave a voice.
That made me
message, so
nervous.
they had to be spammed.
Oh gosh.
Oh
Do you
gosh.
remember how to do this, Eric? Oh, you do. Nice. Oh,
What happened?
I said, do you remember how to do that?
Maybe.
Well, you
Without
did.
double jump.
Can you solve the puzzle?
What a cryptic puzzle. I remember one of my most fond memories of playing Spyro 2. I had a sleepover with my friend. It was like a bunch of kids, like I would say about 6 or 7 of us, and we all played Spyro 2. And we got up to, we started on the Saturday afternoon, and by the Sunday we'd got up to Scorch. That was very impressive.
Very good.
Still quicker than Spyro Jam.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
just slightly quicker.
Love Spyro Jam.
Yeah.
What, you don't love Spyro Jam? What?
I don't know the guy.
You should love Spyro Jam. After he
I
put
still
you
got-
over like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I still
Oh,
got his
yeah, he
Scorch
did the
without
job,
thinking
brother.
of Yoga beating Scorch.
I would love to see Yoga versus Spyro Jam in a race to beat Scorch. That would be good.
Oh, hell yeah. But they're playing the two different
What about a
games.
race to beat Randall?
Race to eat Randall?
Beat.
Either or.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to explain this yesterday, but one of the races they were doing the George the cat, and we've now named him Alfredo. He has a new name, so
you're
we're
welcome.
thinking that he,
Yep.
yeah. So we're thinking that Alfredo can be Spyro 2's version of Race to Help Alfredo.
Okay.
Wait, how many is that? What's 8 plus 7? That's 13, right? No, it's not. It's 15.
For fuck's sakes, Angus.
Quick maths.
2 plus
Are you
2
trying to
is
figure
4.
out my moneybags count?
That's one
No,
more quick math.
not yours.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate the Big Shack reference there.
Yeah.
The one and only.
And not hot.
That's the second reference today I've heard about Big Shark.
I know. What was that? You made one earlier
times
today
two.
as well.
Yeah. That was a Skepta song in Ben's car.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's another thing. It's that guy. That guy just got a thing, and that guy got a thing. Stop getting things at the same time. I can't keep track of the things that you both
The guy
get.
came Twitch.
Oh,
That's what
yep.
she said.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. You have 30 minutes and 30 seconds ish left.
Yep.
Now
So,
you've got 30 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yes. Sorry. Now you do. My
Yeah.
apologies.
I'm
Stop trying to
dreading-
Take my job.
I'm dreading certain eggs in Spyro 3, because that's the last game I'm doing.
Yeah, but you're good at Spyro 3 though, aren't you? You're good at Spyro 3 now.
Well, in the original games, but in Reignited it's a bit different, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that either Spyro 2 or Spyro 1 is going to be my lowest, so we'll see.
And 1 hour.
I spent a
Yeah,
minute
you've been
and a half
playing for 1 hour
Spyro
now.
2, I think.
And by my calculations, I haven't done like the specific like drill down calculations, but you're very, 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 very close to each other.
It's almost like they're both very good runners.
Almost.
Yeah. So you know that cutscene that you just watched there, Muddy? Was that like, is that an unskippable cutscene?
Yeah, no, he won't get off of that until he does his little animations.
Oh my god, what the fuck's that about?
Yeah.
Why, like, see, I hate that. I hate that. That's so pointless. I mean, I get it's world building, but you know, who cares about that? I want to play my fucking Spyro the Dragon. I don't give a shit about world building.
So you're not a fan of Crash 4?
Fuck Crash 4. Nah, I'm
Ooh.
excited.
Shut up, wanker.
I'm excited about it, alright? You got me. I'm excited about Crash 4. I've never been more excited about it.
The fucking Nintendo Gen 64 veneer finally falls. It only took what we've been asking for so long. Well, like, you know, a new original adventure. Because I remember every now and then I'd be like, why don't you care anymore about games? That's what I would always say. Like, why do you just not
it
give
hurt
a shit
personally,
anymore?
didn't it? You were personally upset by that.
Well, because like, you know, we were all doing YouTube together, and then one by one, you know, they all just faded away. To what the community theme song. And so, like, I felt like I was like the only one left that like gave a shit. You know, because like Ratchet's channel kind of like, you know, he's doing well now, but like it kind of dropped off, you know, ever since the Death Saga and everything like that. I felt like you kind of just focused on trying to like get the audience angry rather than like caring about like some of the other stuff.
Yeah, well,
But,
I mean, like,
yeah.
I mean, that was
Yeah,
2015 though, so that wasn't really like, that was not.
No, exactly. But there were no signs of a new game at that point. Like that was like the peak depression. You know, when we basically got to the middle of the PS4's life cycle, just about, and there was no sign of anything. Like, you know, it was kind of like, what the hell? Like, we're just nothing.
Oh, you almost did it.
He's rage quitted.
My rage quitted.
Yeah.
I just threw him like twice.
Run.
Muddy, how many gems did you have right at the end there?
I would not be aware.
Oh, god damn it.
The funny thing too is that the thief can run into you and die.
Yeah.
You just barely did that.
Yes, no. Either that level is a complete troll or it just like hands you the eggs. I was unlucky enough to have had the former happen to me.
Alright.
They're like, thank you.
So it's Spyro 1 versus Spyro 3 now.
I love this so much.
Wait, so can you?
This is so good. I mean, if anyone just tuned into a random point in this race, it'd be like, what the fuck?
So let's explain that then. So basically, now Muddy has chosen to stop playing Spyro 3. So what is the consequence of that?
That means that his points now on Spyro 3 are locked unless he goes back to it.
Yeah.
So now I've got the point totals for 2 of the 3 games. And now we're on to the 3rd game. So this will be like the final, like sort of the final challenge. We'll see what happens here. They have both. I can confirm that they have both done very different routes in their other 2 games.
Ooh, I like that.
Or I can say like I can see that their routes are going to be different in like at least 2 of the games. I think Spyro 1 is kind of like
It's a bit more
kind of,
yeah.
You don't have too much in the way of like unique strategy you can do. I don't think. So perhaps leaving Spyro 1 till the end was a good idea on Muddy's behalf because he now can basically just do as much as he possibly can in that game. Whereas Eric sort of had to like, you know, sort of figure out a certain amount of what he was going to do. You know.
To an extent, because here's the thing about like doing too much, because it's like, if Spyro 1 ends up being Muddy's most amount of points or second most amount of points, then any extra stuff is for nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't matter at that point, since it wouldn't be his lowest score. So it just depends on his tactic.
So it's like whatever your worst one is like, yeah. So I mean, obviously, it's hard to say, like, because he's gonna obviously spend less time in Spyro 1 than you spent in Spyro 1, I think.
Yeah.
So he's at a slight disadvantage in the fact that he could potentially, you know, yeah. It's very interesting now. I'm super psyched to see what's gonna happen here.
And I would say Spyro 3 can go awful to where this could end up being my lowest score, depending on how things go. So
now, by the way, folks, if you're watching like them, I should reiterate that the like side areas give you more points than the main areas. That's why Eric is in this particular side area at the moment, because you never see this. By the way, fun fact: this level here was one of the first like demos available to be played for this game. So when I went to PAX 2018, 2017. Right. PAX 2017, we played. Andrew and I played this. We played this, and we played. Was it Dark Hollow? Or
that
no,
one
Idle Springs.
Idle Springs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, it was good fun actually. That was we went over for that weekend. Had that delicious barbecue thing. We met Joanna Chen from former Activision Australia, New Zealand lady. She was in charge of everything.
Lovely.
She's
wonderful.
now moved on, not to the other side, but to another gig. And yeah, she's
That's
lovely.
good here.
I remember, Angus, you were kind of like, yeah, not bad, eh?
What?
Remember that, Angus? Remember Angus?
Yeah, I said she was hot, alright?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can say, look, I'm allowed to say someone was hot, right? I can appreciate it. I'm
Well,
not trying to like.
I wasn't using it as a
You never say I'm
hot.
You're hot. Brandon Black's hot.
Too late, mate.
What a degrading term.
So in RCW, we're gonna have a new faction. It's gonna be Corvidae, Brandon Black, and Little Onyx, because they all dyed their hair blonde over crime.
Go fuck yourself. I'm not teaming with Onyx. I'd rather chop off my left testicle, eat it, shit it out, and throw it in a river than ever be in the same ring as that guy.
Oh.
But you might have to give us update your thing froze.
Yeah, did your game freeze, Muddy?
Nope, it should still be going.
Yeah, the stream froze.
Here, let me
froze.
just restart or end and restart the stream.
Yeah.
I still against the next level.
The calculation's gonna be slightly off for Muddy then. But I hope. Actually, no, they won't be.
Yeah, the only thing is like the exit vortex, I think, for now. You gotta keep track of.
Yeah.
Oh no,
How,
no.
at what point in the level I was in did it freeze, percentage-wise? Say.
Well, I just saw it kind of on the top here of like town square. That's the last saw you.
Yeah. You're on the top of the town square
So
section.
Muddy's lost his screen sharing. Is he all good?
Just
Just for a bit.
That's strange.
Okay,
I go to
cool.
screens and go live, and it's just X me out.
That's all good. No, don't worry about it.
Very odd.
I won't be able to keep
Isn't
track
that the
of.
second Panic at the Disco?
Just
So,
tell
what?
us what you're doing.
Yeah, Muddy, if you could keep like some sort of like subliminal
Oh, there we
mental.
go.
Oi.
Oh, you got it.
There we go.
You got him, guys.
Yeah.
He got him, guys.
So did you go through the exit portal in that level, town square you were in?
I did
Probably
indeed.
You did.
And,
Okay.
Yeah. I just since then I got Argus and like 10 more gems.
Yeah, that's cool. Alright, no worries. Okay, we're back, guys. We're back on track. Bit of a rough patch there for a second, but we're back on track. Alright, cool. This is good. This is very, very good. That's, yeah, okay. Yeah, by the way, they're both, once again, within, like such a close, like, amount of points. It's crazy.
Terrified at this point.
I have them within 100 points of each other.
Wow.
This has been like neck and neck this entire time. Like, I literally have no idea who's gonna win. I could not even tell you. Like I'm not, and the cool thing is I'm not even keeping track of individual games. I'm just keeping track of their overall scores. So once the race is done, we'll break it down into individual stuff. Because I didn't want to, like, as I said, I didn't want to prejudice their performances by telling them how many points the other person got within a particular game.
Eric was like, oh.
Yeah, he's keeping track of the port numbers.
Yeah. That's yeah, they're very different strategies, by the way. Like, as I said before, I think I don't know. I can't tell because which one's going to be better than the other one.
I'm literally pulsating thinking about watching this back.
Yeah, it's like, well, the thing is, I think my read on this is that Muddy goes deeper into the game, but Eric spends more time penetrating the early part.
Not that kind.
It's all about the foreplay, man.
Muddy goes deep into that game. He goes deep into the caves of Spyro 3.
The cabin.
To pull out, and he rescues those eggs. He clutches at those eggs.
You've never gone deep in your life, have you, Angus?
Not really.
After the first 2 inches, who knows?
I don't know. It's the female reproductive system is a mystery to me.
Have you never seen a Bob's and vagina?
What was that?
The less said, the better.
The less said, the better. Good point.
Yes.
How many gems is that? That's 513.
Yeah, it's a bit... load speed.
513. It's a lot of eggs. It's a lot of damage.
513 eggs, yeah.
A lot of storage required.
Ripto has caused enough damage. The game said, yeah, Mr. Connor would be like, no, fucking Spyro 2 voice acting, fucking shit. I don't know.
He really hates it, doesn't he? I always hear him shitting.
No, he doesn't hate. He doesn't hate it. He doesn't hate it. It's just kind of because it's kind of.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Final Speedrunning. I am your host. It's only one. If it is the best, so that's 5. Oh, that's fine. And 2 seconds. So that's in the 5-way. What? So that's in the 5. After this. About 15 times 10 minutes remaining. You have 9 minutes remaining. You have 8 minutes remaining. You have 7 minutes remaining.
Here's Angus's favorite character.
Who, Sheila?
Yeah.
Yep, she's hot.
See, I told you.
No, he spat out my oat milk.
Your oat milk?
Ooh.
I hope you shook it before you drank it.
I did. Should I take some creatine now before we go to the gym? Or you got to get work done for the next hour?
We have a little bit more work to do. We could probably go around 5-ish, I reckon.
Right, sounds good.
I do have. I mean, this is. I've taken 2 hours out of my day to fix my car, and then I'm taking another hour and a half out of my day to watch this speed run. So I should probably do a little bit of.
Yeah, I literally moved. I made a site. I took a site from a development server to a live server during this speed run while watching. So I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm doing work too. I'm keeping track of the score.
This is the future of working.
16. What? This is the
Watch
future keeping
Spyro
track of
make
score. Oh, we have just had an interesting occurrence where someone who was behind in points has now overtaken in points.
Oh, I'm stressed.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
And actually, no, they haven't now. Sorry, it's back to the other way.
And back.
Typical fucking Angus to say something's happened and
No,
then
it was, and then
no,
it
hasn't
stopped
happened.
again. No, it did happen, and then it went back.
Because he realised his mistakes.
Although when Muddy or whoever edits this,
hidden one there.
are you going to keep track of all the points, by the way? Like whoever edits this, you're keeping like, you're going to go through and add up all the scores?
Yeah, it will be like every major thing will be like added in that instant, and then like the gems will be added like when you enter or exit the level.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
100%. Don't waste your time. Yeah.
Don't do it the other way around.
15 minutes remaining.
Ooh.
No recording.
No recording.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Thank you, Craig.
I'm actually quite torn here. I don't know who's had a better Spyro 1 strategy. They're both really good.
It's like
I think, I think this is. I mean, it's going to be incredibly close. I don't know which game is going to be the lowest scoring game for either player either. To be honest.
Yeah, we're doing a bit of backtracking there.
So by the way,
curious.
if Muddy wins this, and he's still in the tournament, and he's still the world speedrunning champion, he could potentially win the tournament, be Crassic speedrunning champion and world speedrunning champion all at the same time.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Imagine that. Can you imagine that? That would be so weird.
That's such a Wally. That's such a Wally thing to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Just gonna hold all the titles.
Hold everything.
All three
Start
titles.
creating some new ones.
Just hoarding them all.
Then I'll win the tag titles. Oh, that was clutch. That was fucking clutch there. Holy shit.
That was unleaded.
That was unleaded. What does unleaded mean, Amelia?
It means unleaded.
It means the opposite of the opposite of leaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13
What does
and a half.
Tunisian mean?
Tunisian, it's like a country bordering the Sahara in Africa or something. Oh, that was
Good
the
try.
exit portal. Oh wait, no, that wasn't it. That was a return home portal, not an exit portal. You gotta be specific about these things. Oh no, that was a flight level.
And Angus, what do you do for work?
I sell propane.
That's very important. It's very important.
Oh, you're doing the Hanley thing where she was talking to James Jones' audio.
Just. Yeah,
That was amazing.
I can't get over how good that was. The music, the music choice.
Eric just rescued my ex.
Eric Costin.
Very good.
Eric Costin. Muddy Run.
Who's Eric Costin?
Eric Costin is a pro skateboarder.
Is he any good?
He is very good, yeah.
Oh, and now it's swapped over again. The lead has been taken over again. And it's for real this time, Brandon Black.
Although I suppose that wouldn't technically be the lead, you know.
No, it's not.
What'd
It's
you
not
say
the
my name?
technical lead. It's like the overall points lead. It's like it's an artificial lead that I'm not actually like. Yeah. Okay, what's that? Jeez, it's so hard to keep track of this. You guys are going so. This is very good. Like, I mean, this is. I've never seen Spyro Reignited Trilogy speedrun before, but this is a good like benchmark temp. I mean, I was sorry, the Lucas Walton Insomniac Game match was one, yes, but like, this is a good template of like how to do it. You know, that was Spyro 2, yeah. But I'm just saying, like all three games. Like, this is a really cool like way to see like, you know, the full trilogy speedrun.
Some exposure to every
in the
position.
Crassic manner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
very
Crassic
Crassic.
speedrun. When are we gonna see like a real
Crassic to a
shit
score.
game done though for that title?
Yeah.
Like, when are we gonna see No One Can Stop Mr. Domino? That's like the whole point of it, was that it was meant to be for like utter garbage games to be speedrun.
No,
Yeah, I'm undefeated and
garbage.
who wants to stop Mr. Domino, so.
I will challenge
Undisputed champion.
MuddyMaestro if I get a title shot. If he wins, I will challenge him to a rematch of Speed Punks. Although it won't be Speed Punks, it'll be Speed Freaks because Speed Freaks has the better mechanics. It's like slightly different. It's slightly different. Very, very, very slightly. And
When did
Muddy
you guys
beat
race
me,
the
but
speed trunks?
Muddy beat me. I think. Hey, what tournament was it? Was it old school speedruns?
It was indeed.
Yeah. And you beat me by about 3
Nail biter.
seconds or something like that. Yeah, it was a real good one. Real epic.
Another one where we're just like going back and forth. One of us had the lead, and the other one would overtake.
oh my god. Fucking what Eric there is just exemplifies how like annoying Spyro Reignited controls are.
Yeah, I love
Fucking
those
hell, that
hover
is
drops.
Ridiculous. Oh my god.
We have 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
But yeah, no.
Whoa!
Whoa. Yeah, no, yeah. Speed Freaks is an awesome game. It is like a
I like
Speed
Speed
Punks for that
Freaks.
matter. It's damn. It has one of the best game engines like for kart racing you'll ever see. Like it is so well done, and it's done by a team in Oireland, in Cork.
I had a Speed Freaks poster in my bedroom.
Get out of here! Where is it?
No, I did. It's true.
I'll buy it off
I got
you.
it from
Where is
PlayStation Magazine.
Where is it? You still got
No,
it?
my old house, like as a child.
Give it to me.
I want it. Yeah, I want it. Give it to me.
I had it as a child, not recently.
Oh, it's such a shame. No, I know you didn't, but like, damn, that sucks.
No, I did. Why are you saying I didn't? No, I didn't. I actually did.
Well, I know you don't. I know you don't have it now. I know you don't have it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, you didn't. You didn't
Nah,
have
I don't
speed.
believe
You
you
don't know
had
what
it.
Speed Freaks is. No.
I know what Speed Freaks is.
I mean, any game that uses Jamiroquai music as your opening theme is just legendary. that bass
man,
line.
this is a fucking nail biter right now.
This egg was
Literally
the bane
munching
of
on
my
my toenails. Like you have no idea.
Hey, stop doing that. Stop speedrunning. Come on, what are you doing, Eric? This is important. This is important.
Stop
You're
doing a
biting-
Fraser
you're
and
biting your
strategy.
toe out in a real race.
What was that? What was that, Muddy? What the hell was that strategy?
Getting my sparks back.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, there's like no
That's
fodder in this level for like ever. So.
It's a clever enough strategy, I suppose.
You're supposed to be like this.
Would you say you're supposed to be my friend?
Yeah,
What do you think of the reignited version of those big weird things that those guys ride on?
I'm gonna look in a sec when I see another one.
They're okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's
They're not worse.
No, she sucks.
I've seen worse. You lie.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind him actually.
In my calculation, again, the guys are 3 points behind. Like there's 3 points separating them.
Are we gonna do like a proper verification in the end just to make sure it's
Yeah,
all
mine might
coordinated?
be one.
Yeah.
This mine may be incorrect as I'm watching both at the same time, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
same
do
here.
have mine calculated out, so I can.
I mean, we'll be able to
confirm.
calculate at the end of the run anyways. We have all of our. We know what we did, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
it might be slightly. It might be. I mean, my calculations may be off by a factor of 50 points or something like that. Which I think the goal differential will be slightly larger than that in the end anyway, so I don't think it'll matter too much. Okay, so they've got 7-ish minutes left.
Yep.
I kind of like my heart wants Eric to win because I want someone to retain the title. Like I really want to see that. But and he's had like only like a 2-week reign as well with it, so it'll be nice to nice to have like a slightly longer one.
Nice to meet.
So good to see.
Good one. Good kid.
Do we hate Enzo Amore? I forgot.
Nah.
Yes.
We do?
Nah, he's not a rapist. It was proven by the court.
He's not a rapist.
He's a terrible
okay.
person, but he's not a rapist, so he's fine.
Yeah, you without having any like knowledge on that, yeah, that's basically true. He's like apparently a douche, but like he did not have sexual relations with that woman. So,
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah. Thank you, Enzo.
Consensual penis.
That's a quote from one of his songs, for anyone wondering. Oh,
Is
look at
it?
this! Look at this clutch effort. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That was not
Liquid.
fun. Yeah,
Liquid.
yeah,
what was it
one
again?
time
Liquid-
there. What are you talking about? That was great.
Liquid.
Liquid profanity.
Yeah, no, that was a really good effort there. That bit in the run that he's doing, the G4. I was gonna say liquid. Was it liquid profanity? That's one of those liquid profanity. One of those
Oh, no, not again.
amazing sentence mixes.
Wait, what the hell is going on Muddy's screen? What the fuck was that?
That's
Is he posting lewd
that's normal.
images?
Wait, is that normal?
liquid profanity.
That keeps happening. Yes. He just goes to space.
That was weird as fuck.
I think it's to like get the right loop and then also to like load the level. I think that's like Loki where it is.
Yeah, that's.
Oh shit. Oh,
I mean, it's very unusual. It's not supposed to happen, I think.
So it seems we're in the final stretch here. 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Alright.
under 5 minutes remaining.
Must need to be quiet, because,
It's all come down to this.
it's 1 a.m. here.
1 a.m. Yeah. It's 4 in the afternoon. It's 3:58 p.m. right now for me.
what did you say? 4 what?
It's 3:58 p.m. Oh, we've got 4
yeah.
minutes, 20 seconds, 25 seconds left. Who will get an egg first? Will it be Muddy or will it be Eric? The answer is Eric.
Yeah, I got that like right when you were saying that.
So I didn't realize this egg thief is a little hard to get in this version.
And when he jumped off the ledge, that's the moment to get him, but I screwed up when
no.
he did that, so.
That seal had spikes too, he's so dead.
Like, go actually, holy shit! If you took a still from like those fairies picking up there, like it looked like for some reason that looked like it was ripped out of Enter the Dragonfly. It looks so weird and unnatural. Okay, 26, and he went through.
I'm gonna be missing some points in the original, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's really interesting actually. I wonder how much the money bags in Spyro 3 will affect things.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting to think that. Actually, no, because once you pay him, you get points anyway. So, it'd be interesting. Oh, sorry, Eric, you've gone through 4 return home portals, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wrong. Okay, 2 minutes 45 seconds left.
Fun
So
fact.
it looks like, see in the Reignited Trilogy, what Eric's doing here in that Sheila thing, it looks like that's like intended. That was an intended mechanic to be able to do it that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like that. Yeah. I'd say so.
Well, like the fact that they programmed it
I've
in
actually
to be.
I've never done this in Reignited Trilogy because I've barely touched Reignited Trilogy Spyro 3. That was cool. See, look at that, right? Like that. Just the blandness of that, like thing there. It's just awful. In comparison,
What thing?
not generally. The hut, sort of the thing that you blow up, just kind of looks very. It's like very pedestrian, just the same texture, kind of. Yeah.
Oh, will Eric be able to do this in?
If you want to know,
2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I've never seen this either. Where the hell's? Oh yeah, okay, he's gonna be popping up.
I mean, Ludo's enough in this version, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Is he nothing in this version?
Good profanity.
Yeah, you can beat him in about a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He'll be fine.
So where's the guy? Oh, there he is. Oh my god, he's a disgrace.
It's
Imagine if it came down to this?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like it's funny they're both on like similar challenges right now. Well, not really, but I mean,
Whoa.
he did it. Eric did it.
Can he do one more?
So it seems like Eric's strategy in Spyro 3 is doing as many side challenges.
1 minute
See,
remaining.
compare the screens right now as well. Compare the screens. Look at the kind of the detail and blowhard and the way that the lighting is and sort of the shadows and stuff, and then compare it to Spyro 3. Like it's a great, that's a great comparison point. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Oh, you can still do it. You can still do it.
Nope. That's shenanigans. The game like forced me downwards.
That's probably it for me.
Non-consensual.
Loading screen's gonna take the rest of the time, probably.
Yeah, you have 26 seconds left.
Well, that is disappointing there.
And could it come down to that? I don't know, but
Potentially,
I don't
because
know.
I think that makes Spyro 3 my lowest point total.
I'm pretty sure Spyro 1's my lowest.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Alrighty.
There
Now,
we go.
how many gems do you have, Muddy? Just pause it for a second to show me how many gems you got.
I've got 205.
Go to, Oh no, sorry, don't worry, yeah.
The
Yeah, how
guidebook.
many did you get? You go to guidebook, yeah, in total. So 2,342. Okay, let's total it up. So,
A few moments later.
okay, so Muddy got 5,390, which means Muddy's lowest score was in Spyro 1, 5,292 was the lowest that anyone got, and Eric got 5,488.
So, yeah, Muddy's lowest game, his was 5,200, whatever, 84, you said?
Yeah, 5,000.
And then my lowest...
5,292.
5,200.
And then,
Yeah.
and then my
5,000
lowest was 5,386. So
Yep,
my
correct.
lowest was higher than Muddy's.
Yes, so you win.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Well done, Eric. Eric retains the title.
What is the margin there?
The margin, okay, so the difference was, let's just figure that out. That was 94 points.
Wow.
Difference.
Oh.
So,
my God.
yeah,
Yeah, the
that-
difference
if-
there
if-
probably would have been if I hadn't have gone into Clifftown, which I didn't intend to go into. I did not want to go in there because I didn't get very much out of it. I wanted to go to Wizard Peak because that had way more that I could have gotten. I definitely could have gotten 94 more points worse if I went in there.
And then I messed up an egg at the very end of Spyro 3, so I could have gotten another 100 points, but yeah, that didn't work out for me.
That was very, very close. That was
Dude,
insanely close.
Props to Muddy for the idea. I want to give him like all the credit for that.
GG.
That was
fantastic.
amazing.
Good job. Wow.
That was awesome.
That was absolutely incredible. Now we've got the first ever successful title defense of the Crassic Speedrunning Championship.
You're welcome,
There we
Angus.
It's
Well
officially a redemption tour.
It actually happened. We did it.
Oh,
Well done, lads.
Well, there we go. Over an hour and a half, and I better answer this phone call. So, yes, thank you for watching. And